Welcome back to Adapt and Flow Yoga. This week we're going to focus on the lengthening through the side body and just creating expansion at each side. It's really thinking about lengthening through the hip, the ribs, all the way up through the fingers even, and really exploring how that feels on each side of your body. So to begin with, I invite you to get in a really comfortable position. The beginning of the class we'll do seated in the chair, and then we'll transition to the floor on the mat. You're invited to stay seated in the chair the entire time. So just find a comfortable spot, somewhere where you feel very supported, your feet firmly resting against the ground. You can sit up in the chair, or you can even let your back rest against the back of the chair, whatever feels right for you. We're going to practice a 3-part breath. So before we do that, just let your eyes softly close and begin to examine how you're feeling right now, noticing just how your body feels today. Doing a quick scan from the toes, the feet, ankles, up through the legs, knees, thighs, and hips, your low back, belly, middle back and ribs, upper back and chest, checking in with the shoulders, the arms, all the way to the fingertips. Noticing how the space around your neck feels, your face, and your head. Just remember any of those spaces you just went through that maybe you had a little tension, tightness, or pain. Not judging, just noticing and remembering those areas, possibly creating space in those places, breathing into those spaces during this practice. So check in with the breath, noticing how the breath enters and exits the body, just your natural rhythm. Noticing if you breathe in or out of the mouth naturally. Noticing the speed and rhythm of the breath. And we're going to start by placing one or both hands on the belly. Starting with sending the breath all the way into the belly, letting the belly rise and expand with air. And as you exhale, let the belly fall, belly button comes in towards the spine. Do that 3 more times. Inhale, let the belly rise and expand, filling with air. Exhale, the belly falls. Good. Inhale, the belly rises. Exhale, release. Now send the hands and the awareness up to the middle of your trunk. So right around the ribs. You can place your hands on the outside of your ribs or just below your breastbone, wherever feels comfortable. I want you to breathe into this middle section of your upper body, imagining that you're sending your breath out, expanding your ribs out. They flare open as you inhale, and as you exhale, everything comes in. Inhale and exhale. Good. Doing this 2 more times. Inhale, let the ribs expand. Exhale, release. Last one, the ribs expand as you fill with air. Exhale, let go. And then finally, let your awareness in your hands drift towards your chest. This time, sending the breath into the chest, letting the chest rise with each breath and fall with each exhale. Doing this 3 more times. Inhaling, letting the chest rise and expand. Exhale, release. Last one like this. Inhale and exhale. Good. Allow one hand to softly drift down to the belly. We're going to combine all 3 of those parts together in one breath. So we'll inhale into the belly, pause, the ribs, pause, and then finally the chest. Then exhale, just let it all go. So doing that again. Inhale into the belly, the ribs, and then the chest. Sipping that last bit of air up, and then exhale, let it all go. 2 more times like that. Inhale into the belly, the ribs, the chest, and release. Last one. Inhale, belly, pause, ribs, pause, finally the chest. Sipping that last bit of air in, and then exhale, let it all go, letting the hands drop back down towards the lap and your breath return to its natural pattern. Just again, checking in to see how you feel after that short breath practice. Taking a breath in through the nose together and out of the mouth. Good. Softly blink the eyes open. Drop the shoulders away from the ears and lengthen your head up towards the ceiling. As you inhale, create even more space here, like you're making your neck super long. And as you exhale, drop your ear to your shoulder. Just noticing the stretch here in the side of your neck, breathing into this space. Taking one more breath here. Your next inhale lifts the head back up to the center, and your exhale drops the ear to the other shoulder. Inhale, creating space and length in the side of your neck. Maybe noticing that one side feels a little different than the other. And then coming back to the center, we'll inhale up tall, exhale, drop the chin to the chest. Just staying here, breathing into the stretch in the back of the neck. So as your next inhale lifts your gaze all the way to the ceiling. So feeling a stretch in the front of the neck. Good, back to the center. We'll drop the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale up tall, exhale, drop your ear to your shoulder again this time. Just taking some gentle movements, looking down and up. Good. And then the head comes back to the center on your inhale, exhale, drop your ear to your other shoulder again, exploring some gentle movements, looking down towards the ground, up towards the ceiling. Good. Inhale back up to the center. Exhale, drop your chin to your chest again, just letting the head rock side to side. Really feeling the stretch in each side of the back of your neck. Good. Bring your head back up again. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, drop your ear to your shoulder again. Take your hand, place it on the outside of your head. Perhaps you stay here, or maybe even drop the opposite hand down by your side or hold onto the chair. This will create even more of a stretch in the side of your neck. Breathe into this space, into the stretch. Each breath creating length the entire side of your body. Good. One more breath like that. Inhale and exhale. Good. Bring your head back to the center. Drop your hands down. Exhale your head to the other side. Again, taking the hand, placing on the outside of the head. Maybe keeping the hand in your lap or dropping it down to the side, or maybe even holding onto the chair, feeling the stretch. Maybe one side you did all the things, the other you don't do any. That is okay. One more breath here. Good. Back to the center. Really thinking about lengthening through the sides of our body, starting all the way with the neck. So now you're going to place your hands at the front of your knees and sit back in your chair, tucking your chin in toward your chest. This is our child's pose. We'll take 3 breaths here, just letting yourself rest and relax into the space, breathing in through the nose and out of the mouth. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Good. Take your right hand and keep it placed on your knee. Lift your left hand up and place it over the other hand. So just beginning this gentle side body stretch, exploring this movement in this relaxed posture of child's pose. Taking a few breaths here. Really thinking about sending the breath from the left hip up through the side, all the way through the fingertips. One more breath like this. Your next inhale, placing the left hand back on the knee and then the right hand over, going the other direction. Breathing into this space. Again, trying to send the breath from the hip to the side body, all the way through the fingertips. Just gently opening up, creating space. Good. Back to the center for a child's pose. One more breath here. One more breath out. Good. Inhale. It brings you back up tall, shoulders rolling away from the ears. Good. Take your left hand and just reach it out to the side. Then as you exhale, tap your right shoulder. Good. Inhale. Open. Exhale, tap. One more like that. Inhale, open. Exhale, tap. Good. From here, take your right hand and see if you can place it on the outside of your elbow, pressing in slightly. Just getting the stretch in the outside of your left arm. Breathing in here. Good. One more breath like that. And then exhale, let it go. Preparing for the other side. Inhale, the right arm extends. Exhale, tap your shoulder. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tap. Good. One more time like that. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tap your shoulder. Taking the left hand on the underneath the elbow and then pressing gently, maybe even extending through the right arm. Breathing in here, feeling the lengthening happening in the outer right shoulder. Good. One more breath like that. Okay, dropping the hands back to the center. Inhale, lift the left arm up. Exhale, gently lower down. Inhale, rise. Each time you do this, feeling the stretch happening from your hip out through your fingertips. Exhale, back down. One more like this. Inhale, lengthen. This time as you exhale, drop your hand behind, staying here or perhaps stretching the triceps some. Really thinking about breathing into this side of your body, breathing into the left side of your lungs. One more breath like this. Good. Letting it go, preparing for the other side. Inhale, the right arm lifts. Exhale, down. Inhale. And exhale. Last one like this. Inhale. Dropping the hand on the exhale. Taking the left hand, maybe placing it on the elbow. A little more of a stretch in the triceps and then the side body. Breathing into the right ribs. Thinking about sending the breath there, just like we did at the beginning of the class. Exhale. One more breath like this. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Back to the center. I'm going to just do a gentle lean towards the right. So just gently grounding through the hip, leaning to the side, then coming back to the center. And we'll sit up tall and then lean to the left. Good. Do that one more time. Inhale up tall, exhale, just a little lean. Warming up all the side of your body. Up tall, exhale, lean. Good. Inhale up tall. Exhale, gently twist towards the right. Good. Back to the center. And then twist to the left. Let's do that again, each side. Inhale to the center. Exhale, gently twist. Inhale to the center. Exhale, gently twist. Inhale back to the center. We're going to make this a little bit bigger now. If you have a block, you can place it to the right side of you. You could also just hold on to an armrest or the wheel or even the chair that you're on. I'm going to come all the way down to the block. We're going to go into our side body stretch, kind of what we've been preparing for. So we'll inhale, lengthen the left arm up towards the ceiling. And then we're going to exhale, reach over, dropping the right hand down towards the block or the wheel, armrest, whatever you feel most comfortable with. Taking some breaths here, noticing how you're grounding through the left hip and reaching out through the side of the body and all the way through the fingertips. Good. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Breathing in and out. 1 more in and out. Your next inhale, see if you can reach a little bit further. Then as you exhale, drop your arm down, coming back to the center and then rolling all the way up slowly. Beautiful. We'll go to the other side, preparing with our block or whatever you're going to lean onto. We'll sit up tall. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, leaning over. Grounding through the right hip, reaching out through the side body, trying to find length all the way through the fingertips. Breathing in and out. In and out. Your next inhale, reach as far as you can. Then as you exhale, sweep the arm down and around, coming back to the center and slowly rolling back up. Good. We'll inhale, reach the arms up tall towards the ceiling. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, open. Exhale, twist. Good. Inhale, think about lengthening and opening the sides of your body as you reach. Exhale, twist. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Good. We'll inhale back up tall. We're going to go back into our side body stretch, not letting that arm come down. Breathe in from the left hip all the way through the left fingertips. Then send the breath back down. So you're sending your breath from your hip to the side body out through the arm, fingertips, and exhale, let it go back down. 1 more breath like that. Your next inhale, see if you can open your chest up just slightly towards the ceiling. And then as you exhale again, sweep your arm down and around, coming back to the center. Inhaling up tall, preparing for the other side. So inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, up and over, dropping down, feeling that side body stretch, breathing from the right hip all the way out through the right fingertips. Sending the breath up and down the side body, creating length with each breath. 1 more like this. Your next inhale, open your chest up slightly towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, sweep your arms down and around, coming back up tall. Take a few breaths in child pose, sitting back to the back of your chair, letting your chin tuck in, your spine rounding, your arms lengthening, just trying to soften everything. Take 2 breaths here on your own. You can choose to breathe in and out of your nose or your mouth, whatever feels right. as you're ready, we'll slowly rise to our upright position, preparing for cat-cow. This really helps to open the front and back bodies, which everything's connected here. So we'll start with the hands at the front of the legs. We'll inhale, open the chest up. Exhale, round forward. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Good, 2 more. Inhale, really squeezing the shoulder blades back, elbows pointing behind you, head lifts. Exhale, round your spine, tuck your belly button in, maybe even pulling on your knees gently. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Good. Inhale, back to the center. If you have a block, you can place it on your thigh, on the right leg with the right hand extended in front of it. You can choose to do this with your hand just resting on your lap, or you can even hold your arm out in front of you. We're going to do thread the needle. So just taking whatever version of that works best for you. We're going to inhale, open the left arm out to the side, maybe even letting your gaze follow. Exhale, tap. 2 more times like that. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Inhale and exhale. This time, inhale, open up, feeling the lengthening through the side body again. Exhale, thread through. Inhale, open. Exhale, thread. Last one, making this your biggest one yet. Open and thread. Taking a few breaths here. Good. Preparing for the other side. Untwisting and placing the block on the left leg, left arm extended, or perhaps on your knee, whatever feels right. Inhale, open the right arm out to the side. Exhale, tap. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. This time really making it bigger. Inhale, open and reach. Exhale, thread through. Inhale, open. Exhale, thread. Last one, making this the biggest one yet. Inhale, open up as big as you can. Exhale, thread through as much as you can. Good, taking 2 breaths here. Good, coming back to the center. I'm going to take the blocks and place them on either side of your feet, going into a sun salutation. So taking whatever version of the sun salutation works best for you. You can lean all the way to the ground, maybe touching your feet. You might even stop at your thighs, but just knowing that you practice this however works best for you and your body. So we'll inhale, sit up tall, coming into mountain pose. This first mountain, really ground the feet into the mat. Send that energy up through the legs, all the way to the hips, and then let it lengthen through your spine. Your shoulders drop away from the ears, and your head is up tall, chin slightly tucked. Good, strong, beautiful mountain pose. Inhale, the arms rise for extended mountain. Exhale, sweep forward for forward fold. This first forward fold, just taking a few breaths here, knowing that if you have any dizziness or heaviness in your head, always an option to keep the head above the heart. Your next inhale, lengthen through the spine for halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale brings you all the way back up. Exhale, mountain. Good. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, the arms rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale, mountain. Beautiful. Take your right leg and open it out to the side. Your left leg is going to stay directly in front of you. We're going to switch our direction for our warrior one and warrior two today. So typically I kind of face forward whenever I do my warrior one and warrior two. Today we're going to do it a little different. We're going to face towards the window. So we're going to make this appear or feel as if we're doing warrior one on the length of the mat. So rather than this leg being out back behind us, it's just going to be out to the side. So we'll inhale, lift the arms up, trying to send your hips and your shoulders towards the window side that I'm on. So that would be your right side. So dropping the shoulders away from the ears again, breathing here. Good, one more breath here in your warrior one. And then we're going to open up to the side for warrior two. So the arms are over the center of your body. You're reaching out to either side and your gaze is over the right fingertip, so your right middle finger. You're going to drop your shoulders away from the ears and see if you can find length. Almost feeling like your fingertips are growing beyond their physical presence. Good. We'll drop the hands down and just practice that on the other side. So bringing the legs back together, maybe shifting them side to side, and then opening the left leg out, right leg stays in front, taking the body, shifting it over the right leg, the hips are facing, the left leg, get my left and my right mixed up sometimes. So we're facing the left side now. The left leg is extended, your right leg is in front. We're going to inhale up for warrior one, dropping the shoulders, reaching out through the fingertips, breathing in here. Exhale, stay. Taking a few more breaths, feeling the strength, the activation in your legs, the sides of your body, from the hips all the way through the fingertips. Your next exhale, open up for warrior two. Looking over the left fingertips, keeping the legs strong and stable. Again, trying to reach beyond your physical presence. Good, and then dropping back down. I'm going to add on to that, first doing a sun salutation in between. So we'll inhale, the arms rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way back up. Open your leg out to the side. Inhale for your warrior one, facing the right side. Taking 2 breaths here. One more. Your next inhale, reaching up, feeling the length in the side body, both sides equally. Then exhale, open up for warrior two. Shoulders face the front, gazes over the right fingertips. Now we're going to flip the right hand and drop the left hand down to the chair. Inhale, up and over for reverse warrior. Again, feeling the lengthening happening from the right hip all the way through the right fingertips. Good. And then come forward again, coming up to your warrior two. Drop down your forearm onto your thigh. Inhale the left arm up and over for extended side angle. Again, grounding through the left hip, reaching out through the left side body all the way through the fingertips, feeling this lengthening that's happening and noticing how much more space you have now compared to the very beginning of the class. Breathing in here. Good. We'll come back up to warrior two and then back to the center. Letting the legs shift side to side, preparing for the left. Open the left leg out, taking the hips and shoulders over the left leg. Inhale, the arms rise, lengthening through both sides of the body. Exhale, stay. One more breath like that. Your next inhale, finding length, and your exhale, opening up for warrior two. With the left hand, drop the right, inhale up and over for reverse warrior. Feeling the lengthening in the side body, and then coming back up for your warrior two. Preparing for extended side angle. Drop the arm to the thigh, inhale the right arm up and over, extended side angle. Really feeling the stretch again, grounding the right hip down, finding space and length all the way through the side body, shoulder, arm, through the fingertips. Breathe in here. Your next inhale brings you back up to warrior two, and then back to the center. We'll shake that out side to side, doing one more sun salutation. Inhale up tall, exhale stay, inhale the arms rise, exhale fold forward. Inhale halfway lift, exhale forward fold. Inhale comes all the way up, opening the right leg out. We'll inhale warrior one towards the right. Good. Exhale, open up warrior two. This time, I'm going to take your block and place it kind of on the outside of, maybe the outside of your foot, perhaps a little closer to the middle of your thigh. You can place your hand down on the block or even your forearm down to your thigh, whatever feels comfortable for you. Maybe exploring with trying both options. So from here, we're going to drop down for triangle pose. So extended side angle, we're really thinking about reaching, extending. Triangle, we really want the chest to be opened up towards the front. The arm is helping to open your chest up. Your fingertips are pointing towards the sky. You can take your gaze up that way as well. If that's too much on your neck, you can keep it forward. Sometimes I even like to look down. Just exploring, maybe even taking a few breaths with the hand on the thigh if you dropped it down to the block. Maybe even grabbing your ankle, just playing around here, finding what works for you, but all the while grounding through the left hip, reaching out through the left fingertips, feeling that stretch in the entire left side of your body. One more breath. And then exhale, drop your arm down and around, coming back up to your warrior one. Good, and then arms come to the center, shake it out. Preparing for the other side. Maybe this time really doing stuff with your arms, shaking them out, rolling your shoulders. We're going to open the left leg out, right foot forward. Again, coming into our warrior one, finding length in the sides of the body, and then opening up warrior two. Again, grabbing your block. We're going to really think about reaching out and over, and then opening the chest. Kind of how we did that side body stretch earlier, where we really worked on opening the chest towards the ceiling. Kind of the same sensation you're hoping to achieve here. So grounding through the right hip, feeling the stretch in the entire right side of the body all the way through the fingertips. Again, maybe playing around with where your left hand is supported, your left arm is supporting you. Maybe playing around with where your head is positioned, where your gaze is. Taking one more breath wherever you choose to be. And then dropping down and around, coming back to your warrior one, and then back to the center. Let's just take a few breaths here in child's pose, letting the hands rest on the lap, chin tucked towards the belly. Breathe in through the nose, out of the mouth, letting all that work you just did absorb into the body. Breathing in through the nose and out of the mouth. One more together. Inhale and exhale. Good. From here, we're going to make our way down to the mat for the remainder of the class. If you would like to keep yourself seated for the rest of the class, you can perform most of the postures from a seated position. I'll just kind of cue you if there's anything that would look a lot different, okay? So we'll take our time to get there safely, however works best for you, and then I'll join you on the mat. Now that we've made our way to the mat, I want you to get into a child's pose here. So the feet are going to touch, your knees are going to be out wide. You can keep your knees as wide or as close together as you'd like. You can place a bolster or a blanket in between your bottom and your legs for just if you feel like there's a lot of space there or it's too uncomfortable to be sitting on your legs. So just kind of exploring with those props, or you can just go without. We're going to come into child's pose. Really let yourself sink down into the mat. Letting your hands reach out in front of you, the forehead resting down. Taking a few breaths here, trying to send your breath from the tailbone through the sides of your body all the way to your fingertips, and then back down. Each inhale, seeing if you can lengthen just a little bit more. From the bottom, through the sides of your body, all the way out through your fingertips. Each exhale sinking a little further. We're going to walk the hands over to the right side of the mat, placing the left hand on top of the right, feeling a stretch in the side of your body. So really feeling this lengthening happening again from the left hip all the way through the left fingertips. And then we'll slowly walk back to the other side. Again, feeling this lengthening happening from the right hip all the way through the right fingertips. Good. Coming back to the center, reaching super tall, maybe noticing after that quick stretch if you are able to reach just a little bit further. And then we're going to come into our tabletop. So we want the knees stacked under the hips and the hands beneath the shoulders. You can place a blanket beneath your knees here for just a little bit of more cushion. You could even have a blanket kind of unfolded about like 3/4 of the way of your mat for just a little more cushion through the entire floor practice. So from here, really thinking about placing everything in the proper alignment. We'll do our cat-cow. So drop the belly, lift the gaze, inhale, exhale, round the spine, tuck the belly button in, chin in towards the chest. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Good. Back to the center. Grounding down through the knees and the hands. We'll inhale, lift the right arm out to the side. And exhale, just tap, just like we did in the chair. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tap. One more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tap. This time, inhale, opening up. Exhale, threading through. Open and thread. One more. Inhale, reach as big as you can. Exhale, thread. You can stay here or maybe drop down, reaching the left arm out in front of you. Maybe even kind of crossing it and letting your forehead rest on your forearm. This is a really nice version of this posture for me. Let's take 2 more breaths here. And then unwinding back to the center, maybe letting the hips shift side to side. Just taking a few breaths to do whatever your body needs right now. And we'll prepare for the other side, planting the right hand. Inhale, reach the left arm out to the side. Exhale, tap. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tap. One more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, open up. Exhale, thread. Inhale and exhale. Last one, making this your biggest one yet. Exhale, thread through, either staying here or maybe coming down, reaching that arm out. Or again, my favorite, just letting my head rest on the forearm. Feels very nice. It's like your arm becomes a little pillow. Good. And then we'll make our way again back to our hands and knees. Just letting yourself do whatever you need for movement here. And we'll make our way to a seated position. And I would go on the long side of your mat. Again, knowing that you can sit up on a blanket, kind of nice on your bottom. Also let your hips lift so that you don't have as much tension. You can even have a bolster or a big pillow to sit on. That helps as well. So here with our legs crossed, we're going to sit up tall, lengthening through the spine. Drop the right hand down to the side. Inhale the left arm up. And then exhale, side body stretch. This time really getting into it as far as you can, maybe even dropping to your forearm, reaching your right arm out as far as it feels comfortable for you. Breathing the space, but keeping that hip planted. Breathing in and out. Good. Inhale and exhale. One more breath like this. Your next exhale, sweep your arms, kind of walk them all the way to the front and then coming back up. So getting a little forward fold in there. Setting up tall, preparing for the other side. So taking the left hand out to the side, right arm up, exhale up and over, side body stretch, making this as big as feels right for you. Maybe noticing that one side feels a little different than the other. My neck just popped. I'm really getting loose here. Breathe into that space. Really feeling the opening that we've worked through this whole practice with. Just feeling the space that you've created incrementally and letting yourself melt into this. This can be done just like we did earlier, seated in the chair. If you're still in the chair. Taking one more breath here. And exhale, sweeping the arms forward, walking them to the front. And then coming back up. So now we're going to extend the legs out, reaching them out to the side. So a wide leg position. This might be a lot for your hamstrings, your adductors. So you may even take blocks and place them under your knees for a little support here. If I can grab mine. You could even do like blankets. You can keep your knees as bent as you need to. So we'll inhale. I'm going to put my blocks in front of me for our forward fold. We're going to inhale the arms up tall, and then exhale, fold forward. That might be this for some. That might be all the way forward. But just knowing that every body is different. And I want you to make this your practice. Wherever you have folded to, just let your head relax. I'm not really worrying as much about our spine being super straight here, just letting yourself round into this, releasing all the muscles in the legs, the low back. If you're seated in the chair, you can just have your legs out wide with your feet flat on the ground and then folding forward with blocks underneath the hands. Good. We'll inhale back up tall again, doing a side body stretch here. So place the block kind of right behind the middle of your calf. We'll inhale the left arm up, exhale, reach over, getting a side body stretch in the left side and a good stretch in the right leg at the same time. Good. One more breath here. And then come back up, switching sides, taking the block to the outside of the fit leg. Inhale up tall. Exhale over. Really feeling good after all this movement and lengthening in my side body. Good. Back to the side. And we'll make our way to our backs. Again, if you're in the chair, you can just get comfortable, supported. I'm going to have my head facing this direction. I love, for any time I'm on my back, I love to have a bolster underneath my knees. Just feels really good on my low back. And I also like to take a blanket and place it underneath my head and then kind of roll it up so that it supports my neck. Super nice. So you can stay here, or you can lift your legs up, just straight up towards the ceiling. So feeling the blood flowing from the toes all the way into the hips. It's called waterfall. If you're in the chair, just straighten your legs out in front of you. Then we're going to bring the knees in towards the chest and let them fall to the side. Just a gentle twist. And then back to the center, gently twisting to the other side. Good. And then back to the center again, letting the knees come in towards the chest. And then exhale. Let yourself just be totally supported by the mat, by the back of the chair if you're still seated in your chair. Just letting your eyes softly close. Just letting your body settle into this position. Starting at the toes, working your way up. Letting your entire body soften, melting into the surface that's supporting it. So starting with the right side of your body, take your awareness through the right toes, the right leg, knee, hip, side body, arm, shoulder, fingertips, side of your neck. See if you can try to imagine that you're lengthening the entire right side of your body, from the toes to the fingertips to the top of your head. And then just notice how the right side of your body feels compared to the left. And then allow your awareness to shift to the left side, the left toes, ankle, knee, leg, hip, side body, shoulder to the fingertips, the neck, and the top of your head. Again, lengthening from the toes all the way to the top of the head and your fingertips, just visualizing it, and then letting it go. Noticing your entire body super relaxed and also all the space you've created. You're invited to stay here as long as you would like in the stillness, with your eyes resting. Just staying wherever you are as long as you would like. I just thank you for this practice, for this time we spent together, and the space we're able to create. I'm really feeling it in the sides of my body. So I invite you to just take the rest of this time going as slowly as you need to come out of this. I will see you next time on Adapt and Flow Yoga. Thank you, guys.